Before we get into it, the Loogies are on sale right now. The Loogies Award Show, Luke and Lewis Award Show, they're on sale. Also, I'm coming to Hobart, Launceston, Adelaide, and Perth, lewisspears.com. But the Loogies tickets, they're on sale right now at lukeandlewis5.com. Get them.
Your Hobart and Launceston shows like this weekend, aren't they?
Hobart is Wednesday, and then Launceston is on the weekend. Get your tickets.
Yeah. And your Perth show's next week.
On Friday, sorry. Launceston's Friday. And my Perth shows are next week. Yeah. lewisspears.com, guys. The website's there for a reason.
And yeah, the Loogies is on sale right now, so go get it. It's in Adelaide at the Arca Bar. We want as many people there as possible. We'd love to see you there. We have a bunch of exciting stuff planned. And
definitely going to be the best one yet.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be good, and we're putting a lot of time into making it a great live show. And also, if you can't make it in Adelaide, it will be live streamed as well on our YouTube channel. So definitely get your watch party sorted. I know Melbourne and Sydney are open now, so you can organise to watch it with your friends. And,
man, that's cool. Get the friends together on the couch, get some popcorn. That'll be sick.
Get your watch parties organised. It's happening November 24th, the Loogies. So get down.
Hey, Luke and Lewis's, welcome to a brand new episode. You don't like that?
I mean, so there, if you're listening, you're a Luke and Lewiser.
Yeah.
We never really thought of a name for our fan base. Didn't we have this discussion once?
No, I've always tried to work out a name.
We were calling them Sounders for a bit.
Yeah, that didn't take, did it? Sounders didn't take. Luke and Lewis's sucks. I've even tried out like names for my own fans. Loser never worked. I thought it was kind of funny, but no one understandably wanted to call themselves that. I don't know about names.
I mean, I just think for a podcast that's called Luke and Lewis, it would have to be called another thing. Like
something else.
Like no other podcasts have. I don't think any podcast has like a name for their fan base. Like, there's no way like people like I'm a Roganer or anything.
No.
What was
no, that's true.
What was Reese Maston's Little Rock Stars? We could call our people.
That's cool.
Little podcasters.
That's good. Lady Gaga has Little Monsters. We could be little casters.
Little casters.
You know? That sounds a little bit magic. Like they're all like evil little warlocks.
Yeah, that really got phased out. The having a name for your fan base craze. Like after One Directioner. After Directioners, I can't even think of another one. What's BTS
sucks.
called?
BTS Army.
BTS Army, okay.
Yeah, but that doesn't, they've just taken a different word. You know? Like it's not very organic.
They are quite...
Beliebers was good. That was a good name. Belieber.
The BTS one does accurately describe their fan base as well, in the sense they are a militant fan base.
Yeah, that's more like a nickname for the way they act rather than anything. That has nothing to do with BTS. It's just like their actions.
Yeah. What we talk? Oh yeah. So first thing on the agenda. Let's just get this out of the way. I heard Keelan made an error during the week.
Look, it's debatable whether or not it's an error. Okay. So I think that some people might be expecting an apology. A lot of people might be expecting a "you're welcome." To do with this. Now, Luke actually doesn't know about this. This happened this morning. Now, obviously, today is a Sunday, and Keelan is in charge at the moment.
If Luke doesn't know about it, we don't tell him.
Oh, you reckon he just doesn't ever find out and you shirk all accountability?
If what he does know won't hurt him, let's keep it at that.
I think
I'm happy with that. Keep it a secret.
Well, that's unfair because we've put it on there as a dot point on the show. Yeah. I was really looking forward to it because whenever I see Keelan error, not only are you shirking me, I guess you're leaving me out of it, but all our little casters are probably confused right now going, well, I'd love to hear Keelan's mistake.
Okay, yeah, all right. Well, I'll do it for the casters, the little casters. I'm sorry, Keelan. You and your fan base, the what's your name, Keelan Brown, the Brown Eyes. You're going to be very disappointed. Keelan this morning accidentally uploaded Spearhead Sundays to the Luke and Lewis feed, which is why I'm not sure if this is a sorry or a you're welcome situation. All of the Luke and Lewis audio listeners must have just gotten blasted with the Spearhead Sundays episode.
For how long?
3 hours.
Oh, so all the little casters probably knew about it.
Let me tell you though, it's the best performing Spearhead Sundays ever.
Right. For the first 3 hours. Right.
I think that just shows, and this is, I guess, something that I was battling with as well, was the lack of popularity of our solo podcast compared to the joint one. And your one is quite popular.
Also the lack of care. Also the lack of care in general, too, I would say.
Put into it by us. I mean, that's why I've stopped my solo podcast. You're still pushing through Spearhead Sundays. I saw you did your big live stream the other day. This is my only pod at the moment.
Yeah.
So that's pretty... I forgot to announce that, guys. I'm exclusive currently to Luke and Lewis. So any scoops,
it's a big get for the show. It's an exclusive now.
I mean, I still have fuck all stories to tell because I've been in Perth. But I do have one good story. I went to the barber during the week. You'll be proud of me. Got an actual
Okay, that's
haircut.
good. So did I, actually. I got a terrible one. The guy fucked me up. So
I don't think it looks that bad. You kept saying the guy fucked me up. And Keelan said you look like 2017.
It was one of those haircuts. You know, it was one of those haircuts where like the barber gave you what they wanted to give you. You know, like you go in and you're like, I would like this, please, and they're like, well, you're getting what I think you should have. Yeah, okay. One of those ones.
Yeah. See, the guy I had, I actually don't think I've ever had anyone. I don't know if it's a critique or it's a compliment. I've never had anyone take so long to give me a haircut. Maybe it's because I just was I'm a young person in a modern world and I wasn't on my phone and I wasn't being stimulated, but I swear to God I was in that seat for like 45 minutes.
That's how long a good haircut takes. That's like standard for me.
I reckon you can get it done in half an hour. Because there was people waiting. I felt really bad. Like, there's a walk-in barber. There's people sitting there just waiting on the couch for 45 minutes.
You can't rush greatness, man. A nice 45-minute to an hour haircut, that's what I expect.
But it was so funny, though, because it was like, he got 25 minutes in, and he'd done the sides, he'd done the top, and he was shaping it, and he'd done... Yeah, I even got the eyebrow treatment. Have you ever got the eyebrow treatment? The comb, and he did the eyebrows, and I didn't really consent to that. I was a bit shocked when he did that. Because my usual hairdresser does not fucking clip off my eyebrows. So he just starts going in there and he just goes, puts comb up here. And I was like, whoa, what are you doing? Like I was freaking out. And then I go, oh, mate, this is a great haircut. Because he didn't speak much English. And I was like, I love it. Because I thought we were wrapping up. And he goes, oh, friend, I'm just getting started. And then he pulls out like these other clippers and just like starts going to town. But he's snipping off like... half a centimeter of hair, one hair at a time. Like he's like,
absolutely. That's what you want.
Dude, it was so weird. And then it was one of those barbers as well. You know those manly barbers? It was called the Godfather Barber. Had a great experience.
That's good.
Would actually recommend. Not an ad though, right? But I went in there and it says like $35 men's haircut and you get a free beer. And I was like, oh, this is great. However, I didn't want a beer because I was about to run afterwards. And I was like, you know what? I shouldn't. You know, had a few last night. I'm not, as tempting as it is, I'm going to sit
you're
here.
Getting ready to join the ProLab swim team, and we expect nothing less but, you know, a clean diet in and out of the pool.
Well, okay. Well, I've been to Northbridge 2 nights in a row, so we'll see. But anyway, I was like, nah, man, I'm running after this, so I'm not going to. He's like, come on, friend, get yourself a beer. And he then points to like other 3 guys who are also getting a haircut, and they're all drinking, right? Yeah. And he's like, look at this gentleman sucking at the back.
That's good. I like that the people who say friend, it's only either like really gruff Middle Eastern dudes or like real sassy gay black guys from Atlanta. Yeah. Like those are the only people that kind of say that.
And this dude was huge.
And both of them like sucking at the back, apparently.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. It was just, I felt so strange. I'd already told him no like 3 times. And it was like, it was like being at our 18th again, like where I didn't drink before I was 18 and I'd never felt that kind of peer pressure to have a beer since I was at like an 18th. Yeah. It was so weird. Like, come on, man, you're not drinking? I was like, nah, dude, it's like 2 p.m. and I've got shit to do today. And I explained why. Not only did I say no, I justified why I didn't want to drink. And I pretty much just like, he was essentially just being like, you're a pussy. Like,
have a wobbly run, you little girl.
He just couldn't. Yeah, that's the. I was like, I was running, and he goes, "Oh, come on, the one beer is not going to hurt." And I was like,
"Yeah,
well, it probably will. I'll probably throw up on the runs." But yeah, what do you do? Because you don't drink. Do you just accept a lemonade? Because you would go to a bar.
I take the sparkling water. But the thing is though, I don't like drinking anything during a haircut because you have to move your head and it fucks up their rhythm. And then also you're underneath the apron, so you have to like come out of the apron and then they have to stop while you do that, grab your water and then drink, and then I will take the water and I'll leave with it untouched.
Yeah, because I was confused. Like, I was watching the guy next to me, this tradie bloke was having a beer, and he drank it, and he got to the end of the bottle, and he goes like this, and the barber grabbed his head and shoved it forward.
Yeah, like
as he was trying to drink it. And I was like, this doesn't look relaxing. And the guy was like, oh, sorry.
Yeah, you have to nurse this thing. And then also, like, sometimes when I have opened the bottle, I've gotten my own hair in it.
Yeah. That's
like I used to do a joke about this in one of my very old shows about how a coffee, and then it just got progressively hairier and hairier, and I'm like, well, I don't want to season my own coffee
as well because he's got the blow dryer out and he's like blowing it as well.
Yeah,
so the hair just gets fucking everywhere. He blew my shoes. Yeah,
dude, you've never had a good haircut before. This is all like bare minimum stuff.
I don't consider this. You consider all these things a good haircut. It's nothing to do with
luxury,
the
mate.
No, it has everything to do with my shoes. It had nothing to do with my hair. That's the thing. The haircut was a relatively similar experience, except that he just took for fucking ever to do it. If anything, I was just like, dude, I got shit to do. As I've already told you.
That's the good part, man. You sit down, you relax, you get groomed, and you don't leave with hairy shoes. Dude, the barber that I went to, he kind of fucked me up, but he also exfoliated me and then used a steam machine and a hot towel.
I'm a busy man.
That's nice.
I put off this haircut. I didn't have one since I got out of quarantine in Darwin. The only reason why I thought of having one again is because everyone from Melbourne who I'm friends with at Instagram has been like, finally can get a haircut. And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I've been living like I've been in lockdown this whole time. I just haven't got one. So for me, it's an inconvenience. I put it off for a whole week, and then finally on Saturday, I went on Monday morning. I was like, I'm going to get a haircut. I didn't get it till Saturday afternoon. That's how much I hate going to the hairdresser. It was very intimidating. This dude was like, had the same body type as like Dwayne Johnson, right? Like the guy was cutting my hair. He was huge. He had a big
I don't know about a massive muscular barber.
I thought it was so funny that he's like, sit down, friend, please have a seat. And he's like, that's why when he's forcing me to have a beer, I was like, maybe I just should. He's gonna like, you know, just throw me against the mirror or something. And then it was so weird, like watching this big guy. He walked between the cash register and the seat like this, and then he get up to my hair, and he was like real tough, and then he was like. And you could tell he just really loved cutting hair. It was bizarre.
It is so like toxic masculinity where they've turned, I'm going to make you look really beautiful into like a tough thing.
Yeah. He's like,
you're going to look sexy as fuck, and it's manly. You can tell by the chains on the wall and the cutthroat razor. I could kill someone with this, but I won't.
There's just manly shit everywhere. There was like a picture of the guy from Scarface on the wall.
Yeah, like the fact that it's called a cutthroat razor is like you're just trying to make it sound too tough. Just call it like a beard trim razor, because I would hope that you would never cut my throat with it. That's not what we want, but that does sound cool, you know? Yeah. That's like women calling a massage like the spine snapper rub. You know? It's like, it's not what I'm there for.
No. You know, it's like wild. I feel really bad for one massage parlor here because there's one massage parlor that is clearly engaging in alternate activities after the massage.
A bit of coitus.
Yeah, it's 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. is like their opening hours.
Yeah.
On a weeknight. Like on a Monday night. You're like, okay.
Yeah. I wonder why.
No one's like at 11:30 p.m. on a Monday like, yeah, I could go for a massage right now. Just a good, honest, platonic back and shoulders. And then the place next to them is a legitimate massage business because they are associated right next to another one. They have to write non-sexual on their window.
Oh, but the other one doesn't say that?
No, the other one does not say it at all. And it's heavily implied. Like there's neon. You know, you can tell. You can tell the vibe, right?
Yeah.
And the other one's just open all the time, pretty much. And this one...
You know what? Maybe they're owned by the same business.
Maybe that would be smart. Because if one goes under, you know, due to legal issues, you're
covering both markets.
But the problem is, I don't think it is run by one because the fact that they're trying to advertise that it's not...
Yeah.
This is what made me laugh, though. So on one door, they had the word non, and on the other door they had the word sexual. And the next day I walked past it and it was clearly getting a bit hot in the store, so they'd opened one of the doors. It just said sexual.
Yeah, that's bad. You put that on one door.
Every customer would have been walked in, like a bunch of blokes would have walked in being like, oh, they must have changed their tune around this joint. I've been going
exclusively
next door for years.
Sexual massages. But then if you open the other door, that's worse because then it just says no massages.
That's, yeah. Or it just says none.
Yeah. That's like when I was in Thailand with Jazz and we went to a massage place and there were signs everywhere that said like no extra stuff, no sex, and I pointed at one of them and I was like, oh, you need the sign. She goes, oh yeah, we need the sign. I'm like, oh, so a lot of people ask that. She goes, yeah, lots of people ask. I said, and obviously you don't do it. She goes, oh no, we do. Sign for police. She thought I was asking because I was like, come on, can we bend the rules? She's like, well, there's no rules. That sign's not for you.
Oh, great. You're like, unless you're a cop.
Mm.
Yeah, a 6'8" white man in Thailand, that's no cop.
No.
Pretty safe that she's got a bogan tourist there on her hands.
Could be two cops stacked on each other's shoulders, if she's not careful.
Only if you're wearing a big trench coat, though. Now, Keelan has been very generous. I need to pay you back, actually. Did you end up getting tickets, Keelan? Yep. Keelan's been very generous to the team and scoped out an event that we thought we all might be interested, and I'm assuming some of our little casters will be pretty intrigued by this as well. It's catching on if we keep just reinforcing it.
We'll have to see what the little casters think, I mean, if they like it, if you guys like it, let us know. If you have other suggestions, we're all ears at the moment.
Fuck, it's going to suck when we have maybe we have a big guest on one day who we really respect and we have to refer to our audience and we have to be like, our little casters. And just
embarrassing, isn't it? Yeah. It's a bit cutesy.
It is cutesy. Keelan spotted that the Wiggles were doing an arena tour early 2022 and we have copped tickets. Pretty exciting stuff.
And a tour for older people. We should say that. Plus. That's very important. An 18 plus. We didn't just go to the one with and bring no children. Okay. That would be very strange.
We're not going to the event. The 11 a.m. matinee show at Rod Laver. Although that would probably go off. You just
it really would.
Get to the pub at 10, hit Punt Road, and then 11:30 rolls around. You're tanked. You roll into Rod Laver and Rod Laver. See, already drunk. But yeah, no, so it's going to be exciting. For some reason, when you announced, 18 plus Wiggles, the last time they did that, they did it at a music venue called the Croxton, a rock.
It was really small, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I thought you got us tickets to something super intimate, we're at a pub, we're watching the Wiggles. This is going to be
That is
dope.
what I also thought. I thought it was, because that one looked fucking awesome, because that was maybe 400 people and it was pumping.
Yeah.
And everyone was pissed and they were just screaming fruit salad. And I'm like, that seems amazing.
Now, can I ask, I haven't asked you, I should have asked this before you got tickets. How much were the tickets? Only 55.
That's cheap. Well, they must do the kids one beforehand, and then this one's just for fun. I reckon that this show is for them because it's got to be funny. Like singing a bunch of kiddie songs, and there's thousands. Literally, how many? What's the capacity? It's it'd be over 10,000, isn't it, Rod Laver? Yeah, 10,000 drunken adults screaming fruit salad back at you. That's fun.
This is one of those weird ones where I haven't been to a concert in ages because of COVID. This is going to be my first concert.
This will be my first concert. It's going to be the first concert.
Oh, wait, you've never been to any concerts?
No, I've been to concerts, but this will be the first concert in 2 years.
I thought you as a 27-year-old male were going to be no, this is my first ever concert.
Hey, I'm a big patron of the arts, mate. I've seen Cursor, okay?
Yeah, true. When you go into seeing a band though, and even if it's a band that you're not as familiar with, you try and rack your brain of how many of their hits you know.
Yeah.
I remember when one time I got a free ticket to the 1975 and I was I think I know 8 of their songs. And I had a pretty good night because I did, right?
Yeah.
I knew probably 2/3 of the songs they played. I started thinking last night, man, honestly, how many Wiggles tracks do you know, Luke? I know I could name 3.
Nah,
4.
I disagree with you. I think you actually, all of us, every Australian our age, would actually know about 40, but we don't know that we do. I reckon that every song they play, it's just going to come out of our toddler memory, and we're going to know the words, the dances, everything.
I'm not that confident. I know Toot Toot Chugga Chugga Big Red Car, whatever that one's called.
That's going to go off. That's going to
slap. Surely they open with that and then close with fruit salad.
Yeah. Hot potato?
Because I feel like if they came out in the big red car, that would be a great entrance. That's the open.
Well, don't spoil
it, mate.
Come on, man. Come on, dude. Now next thing you're gonna tell me that Jeff falls asleep halfway through, and then they act like they walk off stage. Come on, man.
That will be good. Having like a bunch of drunk people, they'll be like, "Get quiet, get quiet." I wonder if they can.
That's gonna be. This is gonna be the best concert ever.
I wonder if they can get 10,000 drunk Australian adults to be quiet for Jeff. I think it's the only thing that people would respect in this country.
Man, yeah, I reckon we're gonna be more silent than the moment of silence, like for sure.
Yeah. So okay, I reckon, and I know the Wags one, and now recently because of Keelan, I know Wiggly Party.
Yeah. Keelan always plays it. I think that being our neighbour, because we're separated by just a small wall, and at 7 a.m. when we wake up for swim training, I reckon they must hear every morning, "Hey Siri, play Wiggly Party on max volume," and then it just pumps through the wall.
Do you have to say max volume? Like, is it a requirement to blare it?
That we either wake up to that or the presets or just some other like obscure 2000s radio hit every morning.
Keelan is the type of guy to go, "Hey Google, play My People by the Presets."
That's what we did. Yeah. Rogue Traders as well. That was a Lewis Spears request. I'm like, I'm getting into this. Like, I was just remembering, what did I really like listening to on the drive to primary school? And that's what I request.
Yeah. Bit of Faker, This Heart Attack. That would
dude, that's going to go off tomorrow morning.
So yeah, I'm excited. Thanks for copping those tickets, Keelan. So I guess that we will be obviously a bit of hype around that. Let us know if you're going.
Mm-hmm.
Luke, this is exciting because on that Thursday night, you and I are going to My Chemical Romance, and then 3 nights later we're going to the Wiggles.
Oh, so we're going to 2 concerts in a week. Geez, what a change in pace that will be, going from My Chemical Romance to the Wiggles. Both similar demographic, I think. Keelan spent $400 on VIP seats because he wasn't willing to like wait another 5 minutes on hold.
Keelan, when we moved here, because I'm paying all of the rent and Keelan moved out of his place, so he's got like no expenses other than food, and he comes here and he goes, "Man, this is such an opportunity for me to save heaps of money. This is going to be great." And it's gotten to the point now where I'm having to hold an intervention to stop his spending. Just yesterday, I had to stop him from buying a slab of cruises. I didn't even know you could get them in a slab. And he was like, "Man, it's cheaper."
I was disappointed when I saw this on Keelan's story. I said, "Should have copped. That was a good deal."
He would be dead. It wasn't like for us, it was just for him. Rosie had no interest in drinking them. It was just for him.
Yeah, but I would have helped him out if I got back, if that was still there. I don't know. I'm saying
true.
They're not going to go off. Like, it's a non-perishable item. It's not like... Or they'll go off eventually, but I'm sure...
Keelan's just asked me to step in every time he spends money, and he goes, "Oh, am I allowed to buy this?" And I have to tell him yes or no.
Well, I think that's Keelan's mistake for asking for an intervention. If you want to truly have free reign with your spending, mate, just have free reign. I support it.
From buying a $150 game the other night.
What's the game?
Yeah, he's. This is how it goes down. He's up at night because the Grand Theft Auto remakes have just been available for pre-order. $90, right?
I did see the trilogy trailer, actually.
And then we're on the TV opening up the trailer so we can watch it, and Keelan's he wants to buy them straight after we watch the trailer. And then he just checks his phone and notices that Far Cry is also for sale. And he goes, "Oh my God, Far Cry Deluxe Edition, $150. I'm getting it right now." And I said, "Keelan, do you remember what we're doing right now?" He goes, "What are we doing?" "I'm buying Far Cry." I'm like, "You're looking at a different $90 game that you want to buy." He's like, "Oh yeah, I guess I should get that instead."
I did a brand deal for that game, and I'm offended that you found out about it just not the week ago when I posted about it.
Well, I saw it. Look, dude, I'm not sure if opening up the loading screen and putting on a headset for a selfie is the most effective ad.
Hey, man, Neil didn't even open up the game, so...
I'm having so much fun looking at the loading screen and listening to the theme music, guys.
That's not fair. I was playing the first mission, all right?
Okay, all right, my bad.
I started the game. I haven't yet completed.
Who's the bad guy?
Oh, no, I was saying I didn't get through the first level. You know why? Because it starts... I hate...
Man, I agree. I fucking hate spicy food. It's the worst. Isn't it bad?
Worst. But I great game. I think they've paid me, so I think it's fine.
Yeah.
But games that start off with especially shooters that start off with a level where you're sneaking around with no gun. Oh, man. Give me a gun. I want to come out guns blazing.
I love a bit of stealth, dude.
Not at the start. Give me stealth halfway through the game. That's what I like about the Call of Duty games. Is like you get a few stealth levels, but they're deep into the game.
Yeah, I think you know why they give you stealth at the start? Because they know if they try and teach you stealth later when you've already worked out how to use a gun, you're like, why would I sneak when I could kill?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yep, but anyway, I did some stealth, and then I was just been super busy, dude. Just super busy.
Of course. Super busy scooping up the bag. I can't blame you.
Yeah, bunch of people all my mates messaging me is it good? And I was like, man, I wish I could tell you.
According to my sponsorship, yes.
I was like, man, according to the brief that they sent me in the email, really, really cool game. I mean, yeah, pretty lit.
Anyway, guys, that brings us to today's sponsor. Today's episode is sponsored by Angel Grove, a product that I genuinely love.
I was going to say,
collectibles and toys, and so does Luke.
Would it be not genuine now if I sat here after just saying that I was like, yeah, I blatantly did something for cash, as you went straight into me having to be like, guys... I'm just saying, will it seem genuine? I do genuinely love Angel Grove collectibles, but I'm saying, will it seem genuine? That's all.
I think so. I think that we're going to have to leave that up to our little casters.
Okay, I think sound off below if you think I'm sincere or not.
Guys, Angel Grove Collectibles are an Australian business. They sell collectibles. They've got Pokemon cards. They got the entire 25th celebrations anniversary collection. I grabbed some cards the other day. Really good. And we have a discount if you use our code SOUNDOFF for an amount off. Isn't that right, Luke? 10%
off.
10% off. Mate, 10% off. That's a great amount.
Great deal before Christmas as well if you want to save some bucks, just if you're buying someone a present. And if you're into Power Rangers, they've got the new Lightning collection as well, which seems cool.
Okay, I'll take it from here. Dude, they've got action figures, they've got collectible cards, they've got heaps of Pokemon stuff in stock.
They have they have an R2-D2 Tamagotchi.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, dude, all of the Tamagotchis have been remade, the original ones, and so have all of the Digimon things. They've remade season 1. I think I'm going to get it just for nostalgia reasons. I used to have that in primary school.
Dude, imagine if it needs, with Tamagotchis, need a shit and they make a noise. It's going to go beep, boop, beep, boop, when it shits.
Yeah.
That's so sick.
Dude, do robots poo? Find out. Angel Grove.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to get some gifts for Christmas, if you got a nerd in your life, or if you want to get a gift for yourself, definitely start getting it now because shipping times are crazy and they're only going to get worse. And use our code 10% off. Use our code SOUNDOFF for 10% off at angelgrovecollectibles.com.
Yes, and there's stuff for everyone on there. Even if you're not super nerdy, there's still Star Wars and Marvel and NBA and stuff like that. Just a bunch of different collectibles. Anyway, also, are we doing? No,
absolutely not. I would never. Okay, who would?
Great.
No
That's
way.
The only brand I fully endorse this week.
Absolutely.
No, this episode, because later in the week I'm happy to endorse something else.
Mate, who knows?
Who knows? But we'll have to find out.
Yeah, absolutely. And stay tuned for next episode. Look, we need to talk about something very important to our show, and the little sounders are going to be very furious here.
Just before we move on. Mm-hmm. Do you really think that's going to get people coming back? You were like, find out next episode. That's no TV shows are leaving people and find out what we're going to be sponsored by. I don't think people, that's what I'm saying is I don't think it's a cliffhanger No one's going to be coming back for that.
Okay, well, should we maybe give them a reason to come back to next episode? Should we come up with one right now?
Yeah, what do you got? I did interrupt you then, but I also had no better ideas.
Oh, okay. Well then, listen if you would like. Oh, we've got Billy Darcy, actually, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Billy Darcy's. That's a good reason to come back.
Yeah, Billy Darcy's coming back for revenge against Will Gibb.
He was former runner-up guest of the year, so he's a big deal around these parts. And
he's almost a big deal. He's a runner-up to a big deal.
Yeah, Darren Levy's a big deal, and I guess it'll be up to the little casters to decide if he's still a big deal or not. Although this year's competition way harder than last year. Like, sure, he was up against Darren and Blake Pavey. Yeah. But this year, still up against Darren and Blake Pavey, but Andy Lee and Rod's Lawnmower have entered the chat.
Yeah.
So good luck.
It's a big deal. It's a really big deal.
Do you have a way to contact Rod, by the way, if his lawnmower wins it?
But here's the thing. I don't want to. I do, but I just don't. I don't want to. After him staying at my house, definitely for an extra 30 minutes so he could Google and then tell me horrifically dirty and definitely racist jokes, I'm just not too interested in reaching out again and going, hey, mate, do you want to come over to my new house? I don't want him to know where I live. He goes, oh, do you want me to mow the lawns while I'm here? I'm like, no, your lawnmower almost fucking killed me last time.
But then he gets, if he mows the lawn next year and we do an episode there, then he can go back to back, mate. I'm telling you, people want Rod's lawnmower back. At the end of the day, you're only letting down our fans. And if that's something you want to do.
Yeah. Oh, great.
What about we try and get, there's windows at the studio. He did clean windows.
Okay. All right. Look, if he wins, we'll call him and he can accept the show via phone, but I will be calling him on a private number.
I reckon we get him back next year, and then 2022 Rod Squeegee is in the running for guest of the year.
Okay, we'll see what the little sounders think.
Little casters, fucking hell.
But whatever, I don't know, dude. Little sounders is pretty good too. You know, we haven't decided yet. Luke, I'm very upset. We've been scooped. Okay, now. If you may remember a few episodes ago, Christian Hull came on the Luke and Lewis show, and we revealed something absolutely shocking, actually a world first exclusive reveal. We revealed that Christian Hull made over $500,000 selling his fuck off pennants, his fuck off brand. He made over $500,000, and he admitted that for the very first time on the Luke and Lewis show. It was an exclusive announcement. You know, that's revolutionary reporting done by us. Wouldn't you agree?
That we waited 4 months to actually release the scoop because we didn't know what to do with such an exclusive scoop. However, we still got the scoop out. So he said we recorded that episode in April during the comedy festival, right?
Big scoop.
Fast forward to we released it a few weeks ago. We still had the worldwide scoop on that information as public knowledge. However,
that's right.
We wake up this morning to a news article posted by news.com.au.
Well, actually, posted by Lad Bible, right?
No, I believe it was broken by news.com. What Lad Bible Australia do is they scout other news websites.
Re-report.
Command C and then Command V. And they slap their fucking watermark over it. That's actually how Australian media works.
That's right, yeah. So, we have here this Lad Bible article. Aussie man makes $500,000 in 6 months selling fuck off pendants. I saw this headline and I'm like, oh my God, we've made it. We're in Lad Bible. This is our scoop. But you read the article and you find out that our scoop has been scooped by a different podcast.
And this is why I've been raising suspicions about news.com.au breaking the scoop is because the podcast who broke the scoop, according to this article, was a podcast called I Swear I Never, which is a news.com.au podcast. So I wonder how they managed to get that scoop.
Yeah. He told the I Swear I Never podcast, this is just what he said to us, I swear I was obsessed with crystals, blah, blah, blah. And then there's all of this other information about this other podcast that have just scooped our scoop and are acting like they're doing investigative journalism when really they're just re-reporting our exclusive
well, really, it was our scoop.
reporting.
I didn't think they scooped our scoop. They snatched our scoop. We were eating the scoop on the street, licking it up, and then our audience, our little casters, was licking up that scoop, having a great time. You know, marveling in that information that was a worldwide exclusive. And then the Swear I Never podcast and news.com.au just ran past, slapped it on the ground, and then took what was left and printed it.
I mean, absolutely disgusting. And I will actually be filing a complaint with the journalism watchdog here in this country.
Here's a scoop. Fuck news.com.au.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, print that.
You know what else? Here's another scoop. Fuck ladbible.com.
Yeah, but also thank you so much for starting my career with the You Don't Know Me series. But fuck you, all right?
Yeah, all.
Way to turn on your you know, one of your lead content producers' backs there for 3 years.
Man, that just goes to show you this journalism industry that we're in, this investigative reporting that we do. It's a cutthroat industry, man.
There's no loyalty anymore. It's like I make, you know, 3 45-second videos of content that you post 8 times a year. Surely that holds some weight when I drop a podcast exclusive.
Oh, dude, absolutely. This is how you treat me after you post a Prince Philip bit everywhere? Shame on you, Lad Bible. You snatched our scoop.
I mean,
actually, they snatched a snatch scoop.
Yeah, that's just...
They scooped up a snatch scooped.
I think our beef should be more centered around news.com. I wouldn't be throwing Lad Bible into the mix because I think they've just their intern is just
okay. You know what, Lad Bible, I apologize. All right, you just re-scooped a snatch scoop. You had no idea.
Yeah.
All right. Our problem is with news.com.au. They're snatching our scoops
now. Lewis.
Yes.
Before we go too hard here, is it just a possibility that perhaps our demo isn't really like... I don't think anyone who works at these news websites probably listens to our pod. Did we upload a TikTok of the scoop? We probably should have maybe it's our fault for not publicizing the scoop well enough. What was the episode called? Was the episode called something about the scoop?
It was... Okay, suspicious.
Yeah, maybe we should have put the scoop in the title.
Okay, can I suggest another theory here? You know, seeing as we are all journalists, do you think perhaps that sometimes Christian just tells the same story twice?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, great.
But he sold it first than ours, hence the scoop.
That's true. We got him to sign an exclusive agreement. So maybe our problem is actually with Christian and we should sue him for violating the NDA that we got him to sign.
Perhaps. Okay,
all right, great.
That's sorted.
Sorted.
I just want to retract anything we said there in news.com.au. Keep up your terrible work. Great.
Awesome. Now, Luke, you've been vaxxed.
Yep. Pretty controversial.
Yeah.
It's just ruffling a few feathers. Thought I'd get in there and get vaxxed up, get connected to the network. And I didn't... Here's the thing. Everyone's been umming about the vax, you know, my arm fell off, whatever.
Rosie had her second dose and she was very sick.
Just knocked out of the park.
First dose, she was fine. Second dose, very sick. Had to take a day off. Yeah, this is Pfizer. Yeah.
Well, I got both Pfizers. First one, had a slightly sore arm. Didn't think much of it, but I go, that's right. The second one's the one that packs the punch. The second one, I got it. Had a few beers that night. Had a slightly sore arm the next day. And then was like, it's coming. It's coming. A few people say it comes 2 days later. And I'm waiting for the end. I'm sitting in a chair going like, this is it.
Yeah.
I'm going to feel like death. And it never came. I felt incredible for 4 days. I think it made me feel better. I got stronger.
You're improved now.
Yeah. I started working out the week that I got it. You know, people like, man, it changes, it alters your DNA. I'm like, yeah, in a good way. It made me go for a run. I feel amazing. Go get vaxxed.
Really?
Dude, for some reason I got all motivated.
Wow.
I mean, it was probably just not being in Hobart and seeing some sun in Perth. But others say it could be the chemicals that got juiced up into me.
Right. Well, Keelan actually also got sick after the first dose. Hasn't had his second. Keelan got sick.
It's a pretty cool brag, though, like being the guy that's like, it didn't even affect me. Don't even care.
Mate, you know, all of you, you know, Rosie, you, You guys got the poor man's vaccine. You guys got Pfizer. Me, I got the designer vaccine. I got the Gucci of vaccines, of course, because I am me. I got that Moderna. And let me tell you, I got Moderna, and then I got a phone call from Bill Gates himself saying, welcome to the club. Yeah.
Wow.
I got a letter from the Queen. She said, I forgive you because I'm in the club. And now I can walk into any VIP section. You notice I was at a VIP section in Hobart.
Yeah.
The DJ actually didn't invite me. I just showed him that I got Moderna and they let me up there.
Yeah, of course. That's the rich man's vaccine.
The king's vaccine,
Holy
right?
Shit.
Every time, in fact, I can actually tell when I walk past someone on the street, I can tell who has Moderna because they have a golden outline.
Yeah, you can tell the people who get Astra as well. I mean, Astra's the blue collar jab for sure.
Astra, yeah.
Pfizer is definitely like the gentleman's jab, I would call it.
Yeah,
the mid to
jab.
upper class.
Yeah.
Vaccine, and then Moderna is something that I didn't even consider. I didn't even think it was in the realm of possibility.
Mate, you probably couldn't even get it. It's an exclusive club. It's seriously? Invite only.
It was. Yeah. Did you get it from in Hobart?
Yeah,
I only
Hobart.
got offered Hobart there because I was one of the frontline people, mate, who got it early. So us brave souls had to kind of get out there in the trenches and cop that vaccine before Moderna was available.
Yeah, well, I'm not really, I'm not really around what all the peasantry is up to. You know, I kind of keep a separation between me and the serfs.
Yeah.
So, Moderna it's like the monarch's Moderna of choice.
Congratulations. What's the time in between those ones? Just 3 weeks?
It's a smaller gap because it obviously works better and it's much cooler.
Yeah.
But I'm going in about 2 weeks again. It's invite only, Buckingham Palace. They're going to take me down into the lab underneath it where it was invented, and they'll serve me cake and tea while I get my second dose.
Are you going to the UK? Oh, you're going to have to do 2 weeks quarantine again.
No. Moderna, you skip all quarantines. It comes with a lot of benefits.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's great. Oh, I should have got that one. I feel like an idiot now.
Yeah.
So you didn't feel it at all? Are you supposed to, does Moderna supposed to?
No, I'm fine. I had a sore arm the day after, but then I went swimming the day after, and I felt fine all week. I've been wearing my Apple Watch. I've been monitoring my heart rate because I was a little bit worried about like side effects, but I've had nothing. I might have, I don't know. We'll see what happens after the second dose. I'm getting the second dose after my shows just in case I do get sick.
Some people, you were saying like, some people call like, I got the gentleman's jab. You know what we call Moderna?
What?
The coward's vaccine.
Really?
The I read the ingredients guy vaccine.
Yeah.
The guy who didn't blindly trust the government vaccine.
Yeah. That really is why I got that. Yeah. I was like, I'm getting the good one.
The fickle brain vaccine, the man that just that's the thinking that there's a good one. I guess shows a lot about your character, Lewis. Some of us are just happy to get in there and
well informed
and protect others. Regardless. Blindly trust people you've never met. That's my.
Well, it's funny that you bring that up. Like I was actually given when I went to the chemist, and they get you to sit down and they give you an information thing beforehand that has like these are the dangerous side effects to look out for, and I sat there and I was reading it. I used
mine to practice my autograph because I'm such a fucking legend. I just didn't even care. I knew people.
Right. Well, I sat there. I was reading. I read the full thing. I read all sides. I made sure I read the fine print. There was a guy next to me. He was getting Pfizer, and he made a little swan out of it. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. But he didn't read it. But then there was a guy next to that guy, and he was getting Astra, and he wasn't even using a chair. He was just eating mud that he brought in on the bottom of his shoes.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's just a normal working class man.
Yeah.
Unlike yourself. Yeah.
But next to that guy, there was a guy who got Johnson & Johnson, and he was actually a glowing green irradiated monster that was 10 feet tall.
Yeah. Mate, you're bragging about this vaccine, but I reckon as someone who got the gentleman's jab, and I know there's a few like blue collar AstraZenecas watching as well, some of our little casters. I think this is a true representation of Lewis's character. And
I'm part of the 1%. I'm a Moderna master.
Well, some of us common folk just can't relate, mate. And we're in the game of relatability here. So guys, I just want you to know, tickets on sale. If you want to come to they're not on sale yet, but next year I'll be touring. If you want to come see just like a gentleman, a man of the people, just do a show for the people. I'm your guy. If you want to go see one of the elites talk down to you, I guess
one of the best. I command you to buy tickets.
LouisSpears.com. He's touring.
I command you. You must obey.
Okay. Yeah. I reckon you should only do shows to Moderna people now.
I was thinking of having a front row section just reserved for Moderna.
Wouldn't that, how obviously non-vax people and vax people are being like segregated in society now. Like, wouldn't it be funny if like you could only hang out with people who got the same vaccine as you? You'd fucking love that.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh, I can't hang out with anyone. This is great. I can hang out with like my
I don't know
mum's friends,
anyone that got Moderna. I have no idea who got that shit.
Yeah, how many did they even have? I haven't really heard anyone.
They didn't have many though. I got it because I read that it had the longest term protection is what they think at the moment. But also I just got it because at that time Pfizer and Moderna are available, so I just got that one. I think Tassie got a bunch of them. Yeah,
I'll just go get it again because needles don't scare me, mate. I'm as tough as fucking nails, and I didn't even get affected. I forgot I got the vaccine.
Yeah, me too. Actually, I got it. I definitely had a sore arm all day the day after, but I just, I don't really think about it at all.
It's just maybe I'm better than some people, but not as good as you because I don't. I still got
definitely not. But you know what? Who's even above people who have Moderna? Keelan, do you want to bring up this article that I found here that our actually friend of the show, Michael Schaefer, comedian, is mentioned in? We have this headline. This is, I'm talking about me being an absolute legend, a Moderna monarch. This person is an absolute king, right? Melbourne anti-vaxxer selling $1,500 prosthetic arms on Facebook. And the guy's idea is, you book your vaccine appointment, you walk into the doctor's and you attach a prosthetic arm and then you put your real arm, I guess, in your hoodie. And then the doctor is supposed to be so stupid that they don't know what a real arm looks or feels like. And they would inject your fake arm with the vaccine. So you're fine.
There is no chance. Like, it's something out of a movie. Like, imagine it's like the equivalent of, the big man with two men on its shoulders and a trench coat. It's the same quality of costume. There's no way that if you walk in and you're like, present your arm and you just go and just whack it on the table, it'd make a thud when you put it down and they'd be like, all right, mate, can you move your arm? And you'd be like,
dude, I want to try it. I want to buy an arm and I want to go to the doctors and just try it. I think that would be so funny. So Michael Schaefer's made a TikTok about this that's gone crazy viral, 32,000 likes. So I guess it must have like 1 million views or at least 100,000 actually about it, which is awesome. Should we play it?
Yeah. He's a fellow comedian from Melbourne.
Apparently there is a guy on Facebook selling a prosthetic arm to people who don't want to get vaccinated. He is selling it though for $1,500. So if you can't afford that, you can always try turning up to your vaccine appointment dressed as Henry the Octopus.
Boom. Zing.
Got him.
And Wiggles, that ties into the episode. That's great.
Is Henry from the Wiggles?
What? Where did you think he was from? Henry the Octopus? Wags the dog.
Yeah, Wags, Feathersword, Dorothy.
Dorothy the dinosaur? Henry's
a Wiggle.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought Henry was one of Humphrey Beaver's sidekicks. I don't know. I thought he was rolling with a different crew.
No. I mean, they might be friends like outside of work,
Fuck, mate.
Comedians are friends with lots of comedians. Maybe you saw them at a bar together or something.
Maybe. I had no idea that they were chilling together. Of course. Yeah, no, you're right. I just, man, he's got a lot of legs. I guess he's an octopus.
Dude, the Queen went to hospital and I've never been tagged in more posts in my life. All these news articles come out about the Queen going to hospital and every single comment, there's at least 50 people just tagging me. I'm feeling a lot of pressure. I'm gonna be honest. I'm feeling a lot of pressure to the day that she goes, which could happen any moment. Could happen now. Could happen 5 years from now. She looks good. I'm feeling a lot of pressure to follow it up And I don't know. I'm going to try my best, I guess.
Are you going to do the sequel? It's a bit morbid planning a sequel.
That's the thing. When I wrote Prince Philip, I was not planning on doing it. Like, I wasn't planning on that happening. All of those jokes I'd been doing for 2 weeks, just trashing him when he was still alive. This is a bit different.
I mean, I think Lizzie's still got some time left. I
don't think she's going anytime soon. She looks great to me.
Yeah.
That's why I wrote the jokes about Prince Philip, because the joke was, hang on, he looks so fucking dead already. That was the joke.
I forgot he existed
Lizzie looks
before
great.
you wrote that joke. Like he's a background character, like of the roles. I just don't think about it. Lizzie's the main focus. Yeah. And then I would say even the younger ones now have stolen the show. Like Will and Harry. They're the ones that
Prince Andrew, he made some waves this year.
And Meghan, even like Meghan joining it. And the new weddings have been the main focus point of the royal family. Philip, I hadn't heard of in like 10 years.
No.
Until you wrote that joke. And I was like, is that the old one? And you're like,
I don't think even he knew that he was part of the royal family towards the end.
Probably not. No. But the royal family's a weird one. It's funny that like as Australia... Like, we're kind of all just like, oh, yeah, we're vaguely associated with the British still. Cool.
Yeah, it is. Every time they come up, I'm like, why do we still have them?
I just think because the
flag?
Commonwealth Games are a bit of fun.
It's got to be that, hey. It's like, because if we leave them, we won't, that's one less swimming event the country gets to watch.
Yeah. And if we go to war, like, I guess they're our best chance. Because otherwise we're fucked. We don't have enough people,
Man, I don't think the next war is definitely China versus everyone. I don't think anyone's coming to help us. I wouldn't. If I was a superpower and we were all the way over there and I had to get through China to help out my mates, I'd be like, well,
Yeah.
Joe Biden couldn't even remember ScoMo's name. That fellow from Australia. I mean, to be fair, he can barely remember his own name, but I just don't think... that they're coming to help. I think that we should start working on betraying America right now. I'm learning Chinese at the moment. Get ahead of it, I say.
Yeah, I think it's like if you can't beat him, join him. It's like I think we're going to have to like by 50 years in do comedy in Mandarin. Otherwise we're going to be fucked.
Oh, no comedy. No, I won't be doing any comedy. They don't like that.
That's true. Yeah.
I will be performing absolutely no thought crime.
You could do like anti-American propaganda, and they'd love this podcast.
That's good. I'm actually quite good at that. Actually, that's all we do here.
I mean, it's part of Australia's culture.
Yeah. See, this is why I don't think America's coming to help. What's going to happen is we're going to go, please help us, and they're going to go, do you guys actually ride kangaroos? And we're going to go, no, and they go, you fucking liars, we're not helping you.
Yeah. And sound off below. And anyway, that's it. And.
Come see me live, loosebeers.com. I got Hobart, I got Launceston, I got Adelaide, I got Perth, and then I'm done for the year.
I'm going to be at Lewis's Perth show as well.
Fucking loogies are on sale.
Oh.
Right?
Oh,
Dylan's
we'll
very
have to put that
upset. We didn't talk about that at all. Yeah, the loogies are on sale. Whoops.
We're about to do a secret episode all about the loogies, though.
Yeah, that's on Patreon very soon also. All right, anyway, bye.
Bye.